Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty members, students, and esteemed legal professionals. Welcome to a momentous occasion, the grand inauguration of the Pro Bono Club at the KLEF College of Law.
Today marks the beginning of a journey, a commitment to justice, community service, and the noble cause of providing legal assistance to those in need. We are thrilled to have each one of you here to witness and participate in this significant event.
This gathering is not just about ceremonies, it's a celebration of a shared vision and equitable society. This is Vaishnavi.
And I'm Piyush representing KLEF College of Law, and we are enamored to have you here.
Ladies and gentlemen, with great anticipation and a sense of purpose, we stand on the threshold of a significant journey, ready to commence the inauguration of the Pro Bono Club at KLEF College of Law. Let the proceedings begin.
Now, prepare to be transported to a realm of spirituality as we present a classical dance performance through intricate movements and expressions. This dance embodies the essence of divine grace, connecting us to a higher plane of consciousness. Without further ado, we cordially invite Lavanya, a student of fourth year, to embark on a mesmerizing journey exploring the spiritual realm together. Let's unite for this transformative experience.
गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय वक्रतुण्डाय वक्रतुण्डाय गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय चतुराय सुखमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुविक्रमाय गुरुप्रवराय गुरुदैत्यगणक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसकाराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परित्रात्रे गुरुपाठण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्पाय ग्रन्थभक्ताय योजयप्रदाय धीमहि गजेशाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय श्रयाय गीतचरिताय गायकवराय गायकाधीन विग्रहाय गङ्गाजल प्रणयवति गौरीस्तनन्दनाय गौरीहृदयनन्दनाय गौरभानुसुताय गणेश्वराय गौरी प्रणयाय गौरी प्रवणाय गौरभावाय धीमहि सहस्राय गोवर्धनाय गोपरूपाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि वक्रतुण्डाय गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय
Thank you, Lavanya. We now request Abhijit to accompany Dr. K.I. Pawan Kumar Garu, Principal of KLEF College of Law, onto the stage.
We now request Rushi to accompany K.V. Subbarao Garu, Vice Registrar, KLEF Koneru Lakshmaya Education Foundation, onto the stage.
We now request Kaiser to accompany Vice Chancellor Garu, Professor GPS Verma Garu, the Vice Chancellor of Koneru Lakshmaya Education Foundation.
We now request Arun to accompany Sri K.B. Sundar Garu, a senior advocate and the president of Bezavada Bar Association, onto the stage.
We now request Tanmay to accompany Sri Ganta Rama Rao Garu, Senior Advocate and Chairman of Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh.
We now request Sahiti to accompany the Justice Sri Ganamaneni Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, onto the stage. Esteemed dignitaries, as we gather to mark this auspicious occasion, I humbly invite each of you to join us in illuminating the ceremonial lamp. This act not only symbolizes the commencement of our event, but also embodies the light of knowledge, prosperity, and blessings that we seek to invoke upon this gathering. With each flicker of the flame, may we be reminded of the values we hold dear and the unity that brings us together. Let us imbue this moment with reverence and gratitude as we embark on this journey together.
శుభం కరోతు కళ్యాణం ఆరోగ్యం శుభ సంపదః ఆత్మజ్యోతి ప్రదీప్తాయ బ్రహ్మజ్యోతి నమోస్తుతే బ్రహ్మజ్యోతి ప్రదీప్తాయ గురుజ్యోతి నమోస్తుతే.
The detailed profiles of all the dignitaries on the dais is tabled, and the same will be shared with all the participants via email. The extracts of their profiles read before the August gathering on account of paucity of time. Consultant in Veda IP Right, a law firm. He was awarded as Best IPR Consultant for Entrepreneur India for the year 2020-21 by Gen Minds Skilling Company. He also has work and protection. He is a strong legal professional with doctorate law. To his credit, he has a text and research papers in national and international 50 guest or industry connections and FDP lectures across India. He is guiding 6 PhD scholars working on various contemporary issues in the field of law. He has been a member advisory council to many startups like Homocall TM in the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. I now request Dr. K.I. Pavan Kumar Garu, the principal of College of Law, KLEF, to give his open remarks on Pro Bono Club.
Very warm good morning to all of you. Yeah, very warm good morning to all of you. To begin with, Honorable Justice Sri G. Ramakrisha Prasad Garu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, and in absentia, our beloved Chancellor Sri Kolli Satyanarayana Garu, Madam D. Sneha Sharma Garu, Program Manager, Access to Justice, Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice, New Delhi, respected Ganta Ramarao Garu, Senior Advocate and Chairman, AP Bar Council, respected KB Sundar Garu, Senior Advocate and President, Bezwada Bar Association, P. Suresh Garu, President, Guntur Bar Association, and other distinguished guests, lawyers and faculty members and student friends. Welcome you all to this auspicious event. This is a long-awaited event actually. KLEF College of Law was established in the year 2015-16 with the prior permission of Bar Council of India under the guidance, supervision of the then founder principal, Professor N. Rangai Garu. And we started imbibing the spirit, the aspirations, and also the vision of our chairman, Kolli Satyanarayana Garu. Under their leadership, we have been growing relentlessly in terms of number of students, in terms of activities, in terms of research contributions, in terms of quality teaching, in terms of socially relevant activities, and a long way to go. With that humility, I wish to present the purpose and the reason why Pro Bono as a club being inaugurated today, in what way the club is going to serve its purpose for the students and also the student faculty members and to the society at large. As a principal of this college, I wish to address the benefits of Pro Bono Club, being member of the college, the Pro Bono Club. What are the takeaways for all the students? I'm going to light upon first. Pro Bono Club, KLEF College of Law Pro Bono Club, has in fact designed 4 ways of reaching out to the public at large. As such, we have extension activities as mandatory and credit based. It is mandatory for all the students to participate in extension activities. And in addition to that, to make our extension activities more meaningful and purposeful, Pro Bono Club is going to help us. Number one, we are going to initiate community legal clinic. KLEF College of Law has already adopted 8 villages around the university. And in all the 8 villages, we are going to have clinics, legal clinics, with a noble objective of having villages with free litigation altogether. Although it is a utopia, but still we can make a good beginning to have a village without any litigations at all. And then secondly, we also encourage students, faculty members, government and non-government organizations through this Pro Bono Club to associate with the college and the students and the faculty in contributing research articles. So in that way, students are widely benefited. The third one is we also encourage students and faculty to have pro bono project works, long-term, short-term project works, eventually the research can be encouraged. For students, why should we join Pro Bono Club? Precisely, it develops legal skill. It precisely develops legal skill. Through pro bono work, you will have the opportunity to apply what you have learned in the classroom to the real life situations. This is most important. As a teacher, howsoever good I teach, but unless I give you a practical exposure and experience and on hand, exercise, perhaps the theoretical exposition, howsoever good they be, they are half done. So, Pro Bono Club will provide you hands-on experience in solving the legal problems with the help of AP Legal Services Authority, with the help of senior mentors like Nara Srinivaskar is already there. He is going to be our pro bono mentor. Under his supervision, all the students are going to work in the villages, and we try to resolve the problems, or at least we can guide the villages to channel them appropriate authority, dispute resolving authority, so that they can amicably resolve the problems. And then we'll also give hands-on experience in various areas of law. Dear students, you will develop essential skills including client communication, which is most important. Client communication, problem solving, and critical thinking. Once you approach to a village and if a villager has 100 issues with him, he will tell you all of them. And you need to find appropriate legal answer for his problem. You need to find out the questions of law. You need to find out the appropriate authority where the problem can be resolved. That gives you a kind of critical thinking ability. More importantly, pro bono activities will develop empathy among all the students. Unless you learn the skill of empathy, you cannot be a good advocate or cannot be a good judge. So it is necessary for all of you to learn empathy as a skill. And we also have network building. This platform will provide you an opportunity to build your legal networks. But for the fact that today we have a pro bono club inauguration, we would not be getting an opportunity to interact with the students of JC College of Law, with the students of AC College, and also the Legal Bar Association Bezawada, Bar Association President Tenali, Babatla have also come all the way. And you, all the students, please interact with them, get the maximum benefit out of. Pro bono service would support the endeavor of government of India in making India as the world's third largest economy in the coming 5 years. Our objective is to support the government, support India in achieving that noble objectives. This program is not simply about fulfilling or filling the number of hours. It is about making tangible difference, a substantial difference in the way how we live, in the way how we make the society. With these few lines, I congratulate the team College of Law, all the students, dignitaries who have come all the way in support of KLEF College of Law Pro Bono Club. We will be constantly in touch with you. We would be seeking your help, assistance, and guidance in making the club more purposeful and useful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views.
Dr. K. Subbarao Garu, Professor of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, is currently functioning as registrar. He has 33 years of academic and administrative experience in Koneru Lakshmaya College of Engineering, at present Koneru Lakshmaya Education Foundation. He worked in various administrative positions, which includes head of the department, principal, dean, and director in KLC and KLEF. He did BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, MTech in Applied Electronics, and PhD in Embedded Systems related to security. He published number of papers in reputed journals. He received Best Teacher Award many times in his long career in KLCE and KLEF. He is very strong in establishing systems for effective functioning and ensuring implementation of established systems. We're very happy to have you here, sir, and we cordially invite you to address the gallery.
Honorable Justice Sri G. Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Ramarao Garu Ganta, Senior Advocate and Chairman Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, Sri K.B. Sundar Garu, Senior Advocate and President of the Bezawada Association, Honorable Vice Chancellor Parsad Verma Garu, Principal Law College Dr. Pavan Garu, all the other distinguished guests, faculty and students, I am very happy today being part of the inaugural function of Pro Bono Club in pursuit of justice for all. This KL University, from the beginning, it is 44-year-old institution started in 1980-81 as an engineering college. Now it is NAC A++ accredited, one of the top universities in our country, ranked 28th by NIRF. And this particular university, from its beginning, our motto is to see that our students are developed all round. That is the reason why we give equal importance to academics, industry institute interaction, practical skills, imparting skills to the students, giving environment to the student in which student excel in research, and whatever the dream path is there for the student, whether it is in terms of securing placement, whether it is in terms of going for higher studies, or whether it is in terms of becoming an entrepreneur, in all these three directions, perfect roadmap has been designed, and under the guidance of our Honorable President Sri Koner Satyanarayana Garu and Honorable Vice Chancellor Pardasarthi Verma Garu, we are working hard every day to see that the students' dreams are fulfilled. I congratulate the College of Law for initiating this Pro Bono Club, through which there is an opportunity for each and every student to address the problems of the society through the legal expertise that can be offered by the College of Law. I wish this particular club a grand success for its future endeavors, and I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to speak few words on this occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Professor G.P.S. Verma Garu, KLEF's Vice Chancellor, is a stalwart in Indian higher education, championing student access, academic innovation, and societal engagement. He occupied various positions, national and international, governmental and non-governmental organizations, including but not limited to chairman at ISTE, membership in NAAC, UGC, and CEGR, so on and so forth. He was recognized among top 100 educators in the year 2015. He bagged Best Researcher Award from JNTUK. He has been instrumental in worldwide collaborations with various universities. He led delegations to Israel, USA, Germany, Switzerland, Norway, Poland, Austria, Dubai, China, and other European universities. We now heartily invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Koneru Lakshmaya Education Foundation, Professor G.P.S. Verma Garu, to address the crowd.
Very good morning to all of you. And firstly, I welcome Honorable Chief Guest of today's event, Sri Justice Ramakrishna Prasad Garu and Ganta Ramarao Garu, the Chairman Bar Council, and Sundar Garu, the Bar Council Association, and my dear colleagues, Registrar Garu Subbarao Garu, Principal College of Law, and my dear colleagues and student friends and participants from different campuses and Bar Association members. It's a privilege to have this function at the campus and starting pro bono club at the campus. It's a great opportunity for all of us to have a great relation with the society. End of the day, a professional has to work with the society, and otherwise there's no use of learning things at this place. Let's connect, and our law college started this pro bono club and legal justice to all of the people, and we're committed for it in this process. And in that connect, the KL University is established in 1980 with the vision of providing international education to the rural folks. That connect, we produced almost 60,000 alma mater, and they were placed every nook and corner of the world and taking the world's workforce, proven to the best of its kind, and all the employers were satisfied with that, and that remarks, that content was given the brand of KL University, this ranking of 28th rank in national wide, including all government universities and IIScs and research universities. And not only that, we stood in international rankings also. US ranking were there in 400 to 500 rankings. We're there in Times Higher Education rankings, almost 800 to 1000 ranking out there, and QSIG's ranking with a diamond rating in this process. And we have all disciplines of this education system in the campus, except the paramedical and medical systems in the campus, and major focus is on skilling. Here, we just give the hands-on to every student in this place. We make every student a part of the skilling process and having a connect with all latest aids given in this process. The law college is doing well in this activity, and almost every day they spend off day in session courts, and that hands-on definitely will help them in this process. And the seniors like you, guidance will give them a lot of advantage for all the students to have a hands-on, inspiring you, inspiring them to a good process of activity in this place. So finally, I'd like to say that actually the KL is committed for the student career and hands-on experience to the students at this place in that connect. And we already have, the social activities into the curriculums out there. We have smart village program in the campus. We adopted almost 108 villages. And working out a lot of social activities in this process. And social immersive learning is a part of the curriculum out here. And the student has to do a lot of social activities. And there are still points, social immersive learning points is also given out there, the credits out there. Whatever activity of their interest they can do in the campus, they can share that to all the members, and that is going to give the credits in the process out there. And social internship is also mandatory for everyone at this place. After first year, they go to the villages, they understand the reality out there, they work with them, they try to work out the facilities to the villages out there, and they also bring out some innovations to the campus and from the rural folks. That connect, we are more committed into that actually. That was brought a ACIC, Atal Community Incubation Center in the campus, and also TBI, Technology Business Incubator Center in the campus. Almost 86 startups are started in the campus here, this place. And we also have a seed funding from Tide and the Government of India out there. Almost we have a seed funding of 6 crores of seed funding was given by the Government of India for the startups to have to flourish in this process. Definitely, this club is going to flourish and will definitely look into the direction of the social immersive learning towards the law activity at this place. And definitely, we also expect a lot of women startups from the law firms out there. And this is going to be the platform for them actually to bring out a reality in the process. And definitely, I congratulate all the law faculty and the HOD and the principal and the students particularly bringing out this nice idea, and the club will when activities will definitely will flourish in the future. What are support needed for this? We are all here, and we will definitely will take the advantage of the bar councils at this place and make it a realistic one actually in this process. And I mean, we are committed for it actually, and we'll make it this club a grand success of the place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights with us.
Dr. Sneha is a highly accomplished professional with a rich academic and experiential background, holding a BBA LLB honors LLM in intellectual property rights from Nalsar, Hyderabad, and a PhD from CNLU, Patna. She has dedicated her career to the field of women and child rights. With a robust history as the Director Programs at Center Direct, Human Liberty Network, and serving as an assistant professor at both Indore Institute of Law and Chanakya National Law University, Dr. Sneha has proven her commitment to legal education. Her extensive experience includes heading the Child Rights Center funded by UNICEF, editorial roles in various newsletters, and contributors as a member of the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Committee at CID Patna. Currently, she serves as the program manager at the Department of Justice, overseeing the implementation of the Access at Justice program, particularly the Nyaya Bandhu and Nyaya Mitra programs at a national-wide level with the Access to Justice division of the Ministry of Law and Justice in New Delhi. Although Dr. Sneha couldn't join us person today, her commitment to this event is unwavering. She has sent us a heartfelt video clip allowing us to benefit from her insights and expertise remotely.
A very good morning to one and all the dignitaries on the faculty, and my dear students. First of all, many congratulations to KLEF College of Law for inaugurating the Club of References from on the behalf of the Department of Justice, Ministry of Justice, and my wishes to the college and the administration. So, to begin with, what we have in South India and it is a mandate of the Government of India that is so under Article 3 of the Constitution, a scheme was formulated in the vision that is designing innovative solutions for the state cities of India. Under that, we have three programs now in the name of gender, so this program is an arm of the services program. Where Handbook services in India's first dispensation, where what we have created a mobile application where the willing learners are able to services free of cost join the mobile application. The applicant or registered on the mobile application, and there is a algorithm now and the beneficiary gets the application free of cost for fighting their cases of monetary service. Now, this program what we have established that every law school in India will have a program you know, granted fund for law school establishing program club. So under the club, we are focusing upon three major countries. That is first, pro bono legal assistance. Under that, every month of the law school will be joining our providing assistance and assistance to the education and the students, the law students who are taking associates will be assisting those program lawyers in drafting research work. Then we have community hearing assistance. Under that, your law school has to minimum two villages near your locally where there should be continuous legal awareness program in that particular village based upon the complete assessment that what is the requirement of that particular village, and what are the rights and the things they wish to know, and what are they doing for that particular situation. Then we promote income enhancement, where law school promotes examination competition, and competitions, and such many more activities that will be covered by that particular. So maybe I'm not there physically, but I want to be present. They have also decided I wish to give all the lovely students my best wishes and their blessings to establish this great club. I'm very soon I will be interacting with you all and making you understand that what are the other schools which are around the area and how you as a budding lawyer can contribute to the work. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for showing us what commitment actually means.
Shri K.B. Sundar Garu, the esteemed president of the Bar Association in Vijayawada, is a legal luminary with over 3 decades of expertise in criminal and civil cases. Trained under the late Sri Karnali Rammohan Rao Garu, his meticulous attention to detail and critical thinking set him apart. Born on December 16, 1965, Mr. Sundar Garu embarked on his advocacy journey in 1993, eventually attaining the prestigious role of President of the Bezawada Bar Association in 2023-2024. His proficient case management and success in legal representation underscore his esteemed standing within the legal community. We now invite Sri K.B. Sundar Garu to address the gallery.
Respected Chairman, Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, Chancellor of KL University, Mr. Felicitation Garu, the Principal and Registrar of this KLU. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. And very much thankful to the organizers who are inviting me to be here. Very happy to be part of this function. The great object of the introducing of the KLU, that is Pro Bono Club, the purpose and the object of this club is very much useful to needy people and particularly villages to enriching the legal knowledge. Some of our friends, my brother Srinivas Rao, Nara Srinivas Rao are here, and some other Potam Raju is my brother, and some other advocates are all of them present here. Being the president of the Bezawada Bar Association, it's a great privilege for me to stand before you. I can assure you, we are the Bezawada Bar Association is the second biggest bar association in Andhra Pradesh, and we are always fight for the common use where the human rights are violated. We are the great history of the Bezawada Bar Association. Similarly, the proposed program to educate the villagers for a legal system. The Vijayawada Bar Association is always support and encouraging the program proposed by this KLU. I really congratulate for bringing this kind of good thought. I really appreciate the organizers and the Chancellor and the other principal and registrar to encourage the students, particularly law students. I would like to mention one particular word. The recently Honorable Chief Justice of India clearly mentioned the knowledge comes not from the books or not from the experience, but it comes the realistic problems of the common man. That's what he quoted recently. So I do appreciate it. So let us, first of all, let us understanding the real problems are the people, those who do not have any effort to go to courts. We are ready to serve and we are ready to educate the poor people, particularly in the villages, those who are facing a legal problem. So now I appreciate once again the object and the purpose of this pro bono club is highly appreciable. So thank you very much. Thank you one and all for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your wisdom with us.
Sri Ganta Rama Rao Garu, a prominent legal professional from Guntur district, completed his education at Andhra University and Usmania University. Enrolled as an advocate in 1984, he specialized in civil laws and company matters, practicing at high courts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Designated as a senior advocate in 2013, he served as standing counsel for Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. Elected to the Bar Council multiple times, he held various positions, including vice chairman. A pioneer of legal orientation programs, he represented AP State Bar Council in national forums, contributing significantly to legal discourse. After bifurcation, he became the first chairman of Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh in 2018, playing a crucial role in addressing post-bifurcation challenges and guiding young lawyers. We now invite Sri Ganta Rama Rao Garu to address the dais.
Justice Sri Ramakrishna Prasad, the guest of today's function. My friend Sundar, the President, Vijayawada Bar Association. Professor Verma Garu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this wonderful university. Subbarao Garu, registrar of the university. Pawan Garu, the principal of the law college. The presidents of various bar associations, advocate friends, young friends, student friends, faculty of the university, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the university is homecoming for me, having association with the university. Still, we remember, recollect the hospitality extended by the university during our short stay in the university during the orientation program in May 2023, and looking forward again for such an opportunity. The number of persons who attended on the previous occasion, always they remember, they always asked me whenever they come, that when you are going to again conduct such a program. My dear friends, I'm very happy to notice that the inauguration of this pro bono club. This is not a new concept. In fact, all of us know previously that gown, there is a small, small packet. Whoever engages that particular advocate, whatever the fee they pay, they use it to deposit in that small packet so that he will not know which client paid how much fees. Notwithstanding the quantum of the fee received, they use it to give assistance to the clients. Therefore, it is a wise world concept. After the constitution came into existence, by virtue of 39A, it became mandatory by virtue of a directive principle. Now, the giving assistance to the poor and downtrodden become a policy. In that direction, Government of India also taken various steps. But just now, one of the speakers in the virtual hall said about the Nyabandhu. After so much experiment, this concept of pro bono clubs came into existence. I think in the year 2020, this concept was started. Dual purpose will be served by this club, not only giving the assistance to the needy people who are not able to afford by approaching the advocates, going to their doorsteps, explaining about their rights, explaining about the various forums, how to resolve their problems, but also as a members of this club, students of this college will get an opportunity to have an exposure, because after completion of the law, after commencement of the practice, they will be having opportunity to interact with the clients. It's not one day affair, it is a life experience which makes us a professional. So, but now even before completion of the law, you have an opportunity to interact with those persons who needs assistance. You should have a lot of patience, and you will have the benefit of knowing how to get the extract or get the facts from them, how to analyze them, how to apply the law, and in deciding also how to suggest the forum remedy. Therefore, even you are completing the law, you are able to get the rich experience of practical exposure to the situations. Really, this is very beneficial to the in that way students also. This commitment, because basically this profession, somebody wants to earn money only, then you will not be, it is not the right place according to me. Therefore, this pro bono club, you will be cultivating this particular habit of assisting or resolving the problem, suggesting the solutions, playing a constructive role. Because if you look back, this particular profession plays an important role whenever the occasion comes. All of us aware that the role that was played by the persons belong to this profession, pre-independence era, you will see that every almost alternative leader, that freedom who led the freedom movement belonged to the legal profession. Always this profession, legal profession, remained as a pleader. They always become leader when the occasion comes. To count, see the Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Patel, Madan Mohan Malavi, generations of lawyers from the beginning till we attain the independence. In our state, Prakasham Pantul Garu, he was having a lucrative practice at that time. They sacrificed this practice, jumped into the freedom movement, become responsible in attaining the independence in this country. Therefore, having belonged to that fraternity, it is an opportunity to all of you to show your commitment, to realize that you are going to serve the community, society, having belonged to this wonderful, noble profession. I congratulate the university for conceptualizing this formation of this club. I congratulate all the students who are going to play an active role in this club, and I wish that the purpose for which this club was formed will be achieved with the active participation of all of you. I thank the organizers for giving the opportunity to be here with you this morning. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights with us.
Justice Sri Kanamaneni Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, hailing from Karamchedu village, Prakasam district, pursued his BCom at Andhra Vidyalaya College and LLB at Andhra Christian College of Law. Enrolled as an advocate in 1991, he later obtained an LLM in Constitutional and Administrative Laws from Acharya Nagarjuna University. Beginning his career as a law lecturer, he eventually established his practice in Supreme Court of India in 1996. With expertise in diverse legal domains including constitutional law, corporate laws, and civil and criminal cases, he served as a sounding counsel for notable organizations. Elevated as a judge of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh in 2022, Justice Ramakrishna Prasad Garu brings 26 years of extensive legal practice to the bench. We now invite Justice Sri Kanamaneni Ramakrishna Prasad Garu to address the gathering.
Welcome to Chairman, Dr. Ramarao Garu, Professor Parthasarathy Verma, the Vice Chancellor, Registrar Ramarao Garu, my beloved student, who is your principal. He was my first bench student, and he was quite studious. So you're in the right hands, I can say. So the lawyers in the making today, happy to see you all. The other presidents of the bar, members of the bar from the High Court, the district courts, and Kamsai Garu. When they have come and met me, Pawan and Professor Kamsai Garu, requesting me to attend this launch of Pro Bono Club. I happily agreed to it. The initiative which is undertaken by this institution as I have come to know from them, that this is one of the few institutions which have been selected by the Government of India to initiate this program of Pro Bono Club. Now, what exactly is Pro Bono and what is this club intend to achieve? The justice and the delivery of justice that we are all talking about, the concept of access to justice, it emanates from the concept of rule of law. As human beings have become more sociable, have started living in a society with a social gathering, then they have thought that there should be some norms that should set the society in order. So, with this background, the first concepts of code or the codified law has come into being. It's evolved from different theories like the Hammurabi's law, code of law, which said that eye to eye and tooth for tooth, which means that if you kill a man, then you kill the murderer. So from then onwards, the societies have moved forward, and the rule of law has become the order of the day. Societies, if they are to function, we have to live in under a codified law. Then the society is a mixture, is a spectrum of various classes of people in terms of economics, in terms of poverty, in terms of backwardness, in terms of culture, education. We have different strata of people in the society. Some may have the knowledge of law, but majority of them do not have. People with money may engage a council for an advice, but people in the grassroots level neither have the knowledge to approach who to approach or the wherewithal, including the financial resources. Now, this is where the access to justice gets a beating. It suffers because the real access to the justice is not reaching the common man. Now, we all have studied law. Even in our law courses, we were taught the legal subjects. The history of the courts in the constitutional legal history is what we have studied. But we were never taught about the role that a lawyer or a legal professional should assume when once he becomes a professional. What kind of a role? Is it just mere practice of law and earning money? Or is it that the lawyers have got a different responsibility also, which is as important as the professional responsibility? We were never taught about it. I'm sure my colleagues on the dais here also, when we have done our law courses, we were never taught about what role a lawyer should play. What is the social responsibility of a lawyer? We were never taught about it. The concerned subjects were taught, and then in the last year of study, we have the moot courts, and that's the end of the matter. We were not taught how important a lawyer, what kind of a role a lawyer plays in the society. And we were never taught that the freedom that we got is essentially the handiwork by a majority of the leaders who were lawyers during our freedom movement. Sri Gantarama Rao garu was also mentioning about the role of lawyers during the freedom movement. Just to go back a little with regard to the role of several freedom leaders who were mostly lawyers. To start with, the freedom movement as it is has taken its roots with the Sipai mutiny in 1857. Somehow that was originally only a Sipai mutiny, but the concept had spread to the whole country, and then the revolution, to say, in a mild form, has started across the country. In 1880s, if I'm right, the Indian National Congress was formed. The initial members, majority of the members of the Indian National Congress were lawyers. Dadabhai Nauroji, Malviya, uh, several others. Pandit, Motilal Nehru, they were all lawyers. The British oppression was at its peak. So the Indian National Congress has also adopted a mild mild opposition policy to oppose the British. It was really not opposing the British, but only on some instances it was expressing in a very soft manner its opposition. Then, sometime later, about 20 years down the lane or 30 years down the lane, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, again a barrister, has joined the Indian National Congress. He is inherently an activist. British called him as a terrorist. He had not only fought the British outside, but he had to fight the Indian National Congress from within to change its mild stand of opposition to more severe forms of opposition. Around 1907, he was arrested. Then, while in prison, he wrote two books. One is on, it's a book on Arctic in Vedas, essentially to deal with the struggle or what is the duty and responsibility of an Indian citizen to fight against the oppression of the British. He was released in the year 2014 and then off. By then, Mahatma Gandhi, who had also completed his barrister, went for his practice to South Africa. South Africa at that point of time is no different from India. It was under Pretoria regime. The same British had its colony. This 18th and 19th centuries, the world saw the colonization by majority of the European nations colonizing the underdeveloped countries, taking undue advantage of their needs and ignorance and poverty and illiteracy. So Mahatma Gandhi had, as what Indians were facing here, the citizens in South Africa exactly were facing the same. Racial discrimination was one such. We have seen that spirit to fight was in the blood of Mahatma. So he started his opposition and fight even in South Africa also. And then sometime in 1920s that he had felt, after having seen the miseries in South Africa, he had realized that the same is being felt in India as well. And so he must come back to his homeland to fight against British. And then he became the member of the Indian National Congress. And so on and so forth. You also know a bit of history. We have studied history in the form of history, but we never studied, while studying law, we never studied the history of the freedom struggle and who is responsible and who is behind it. So the role of a lawyer, role of a legal professional, as you are all the lawyers in the making, that I thought that I would address you on this aspect as to know what is your role, future role as a lawyer, as a full-fledged lawyer. So before we go to this, I would just like to briefly discuss the conceptual and jurisprudential aspects of access to justice, how important it is. Then what is the link between access to justice and society? What is the link between a law professional and the society, members of the society? If you see conceptually, pro bono publico is a Latin phrase, meaning to do anything for public good. So it has emanated from that. Then we were just discussing about the rule of law, which has become the spirit of every democracy and spirit of every social, every society. Now, if this rule of law has to be taken to its logical end, and to say that the rule of law operates in a meaningful manner, we have the codified law. The law creates certain rights. Rights also, wherever there is a right, a remedy, legal remedy is also there. Now, what is a right? What is a legal remedy? And what is this access to justice? You have rights, and if legal remedy is not provided, then there is no access to justice. So, only when your rights become enforceable, then only it can be said that there is meaningful access to justice for every citizen. So, this access to justice is the one that makes the rights more meaningful. Now, under the Constitution, we all have studied the fundamental rights, part 3 of the Constitution guarantees fundamental rights to every citizen. The Constitution came into being in 1950, and it is only then the rights came to be guaranteed. They are not created. The Constitution never created. The Constitution merely guaranteed these rights. But these rights are natural rights which are there from the time that the humankind has taken its birth. So these are natural rights which are there, which have now been codified and guaranteed under the Constitution. So when they are natural rights, they also say that these are given by the God, and so no human has got the power to take away these rights. So that is how these rights have been placed in chapter 3 and made inviolable. They cannot be violated. Then when they cannot be violated, then if there is a violation, then what is the remedy? Remedy is to go to court of law. So this is a provision to access to justice. Without a right being justiciable, meaning that, see, these are called justiciable rights. That is the reason why these are called justiciable. There are also non-justiciable rights. Article 39A, which guarantees free legal aid, is a non-justiciable right. So you cannot really go to the court of law for seeking free legal aid, but today we have the courts which have come into being, which have made it compulsory that an indigent person or an accused who's facing trial, it has become a matter of a fundamental right for them to seek legal aid. So this is again a provision to create or to provide access to justice for those who cannot otherwise, for various reasons, be able to have access to justice. In one of the cases, Anita Kushwaha, a constitutional bench of the Supreme Court, has said that the Access to justice is a right which is implicit in Article 14 of the Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution of India. In 1940s, a division bench of the Bombay High Court, Justice uh, Madgavkar, Justice Madgavkar, he said that if the end of justice is justice itself, then the spirit of justice has to be fairness. So this is the conception of the access to justice. Now coming back to the international covenants that we have, the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and various other political and social rights, they all have unequivocally declared that access to justice is a fundamental right. Without access to justice, any amount of guarantees of fundamental rights will be meaningless. So, now access to justice has got many connotations. One is the ability or the right of a person to approach a court of law. That is only one facet of it. There are even other facets when you look at the access to justice. Even to have knowledge of law, even to have a right to have a legal advice, even with regard to the negotiations, because court will be only a last resort. Court has got certain procedures, and there is a time that it would take for getting the ultimate relief. So today, access to justice also looks at even the other methods which are non-juridical in nature, non-juristic in nature. So they are that when a problem arises, you first try to negotiate and solve a problem. Then if that is not possible, then a conciliation and a mediation if possible. Or at least an arbitration before you go to court of law. Which some lawyers think that is not feasible because they will not be able to earn a square meals a day, because if everything is only negotiated and solved, it may not really in the interest of the lawyers. It is not so. Even the mediations and conciliations have become more professional today. Mediators are paid. Conciliators are paid. So even to solve a dispute without having resort to court of law, the lawyers today need not worry about the professional fee that they can earn by in the litigation. But even in a non-litigation, there is professional expertise and service which can be rendered, which can earn you some money. Now, keeping that aside, we have other forms of providing access to justice, like we have the section 89 of CPC itself, that in the civil proceedings, the court has got the power to refer a matter to the arbitration, with or without the consent of the parties. Even if the parties are unwilling for arbitrations, the court has got, the civil court also has got the power, not just the high courts. Not only arbitration, but even mediation and conciliation. So these are all the methods which are devised to see to it that the courts of law are less burdened and the problems are solved at the very grassroots level. So now coming back to our concept of access to justice and the role of a lawyer, the social responsibility. Unlike other professions, lawyers only with the society, members of the society. Other professionals, maybe scientists, they don't work in the society. They work elsewhere. One may be working under the water, one may be even on the moon, the scientist. Doctors have got a different role. But lawyers and the law professionals, they would have to see themselves as the spearheads for seeing to it that the anarchic forms of government is properly dealt with. As we have seen that be it any government for that matter, the executive and sometimes even the legislatures also try to overreach by either drafting anarchic laws or that the executive implements those laws to the misery of the people. So the common man who suffers this, he only approaches a lawyer. He doesn't approach a scientist. He doesn't approach a doctor. If lawyers are not vigilant in safeguarding the rights of the people, then that would be the end of the society itself. Where we have devised a system of democracy, where we have devised a system of a legal system, then a legislative system and an executive system, where the if the lawyers are not vigilant or less vigilant, then the democracy itself collapses. Because this is the role, the social role that is assigned. It is just not professional and a private interest which is created by getting a legal degree. This is the most essential role which is assigned to a lawyer. So the day one that you start your arangetram in a law college, the law teachers should be able to teach you the spirit of society and the spirit of law and interconnection, inseparable interconnection between the law and the society. Only that will set the trend today, and then the future lawyers of this country will also play a major role in this society. Now, lawyers might say Section 12 of the Legal Services Authorities Act, it has imposed an obligation on all the bar councils to have to maintain a list of data of the lawyers who are willing to do pro bono work. Lawyers need not totally 100% become a pro bono litigant, because then the worry comes as to how will you earn your livelihood. Today, of course, the social responsibility of the lawyer cannot be shunned, but then a lawyer also has to pay for himself. A lawyer can always, while doing his own private work, can dedicate a portion of time, a portion of his professional services to pro bono work. Even in the course of your own practice, when a client comes to you, you know his background. Even when you do the counseling or the consultation with the client, you would know what his background is, financial and the other cultural and educational background, social background. So you have the discretion to waive your professional fee to help out that lawyer, help out that party. That is also a pro bono. It need not be that you have to have the board of a pro bono all the time and only do pro bono. You have to run your houses also. There are families dependent on you. So you can always do and dedicate a portion, just a small portion of it. Maybe take out a slice of time, maybe once in a week or twice a week, whatever time that you can dedicate to educate the rural masses also about the availability of legal assistance. Section 19 of the Legal Services Authorities Act, it imposes an obligation on even the courts and the governments also to organize Lok Adalats. These are out-of-court settlements, wherever it can happen, so that the burden on the courts can be reduced and the justice can be more speedier. So this is one area where the lawyers can encourage, because for a litigant, lawyer is the god. Whatever he says ultimately, that will weigh on his mind, that will weigh on his thoughts. So if the lawyer says, it's only few litigants, of course, they are litigant minded, who are even worse than lawyers. Lawyers are not litigant minded, it is only their profession. But there are litigants who are not lawyers but very, very hard to deal with. Maybe a few exceptional cases, barring these, majority of the clients will listen to you. So you can always try to put their cases, introduce them into Lok Adalats and then clear them out. You see, carrying on a long time litigation, which breeds bad blood between parties, be it relations, sometimes even within families, brothers, siblings, even between parents and children, or between spouses, or two spouses fighting for custody of children. You can try to end this as soon as possible by counseling them properly and giving them guidance. To say that, especially in matrimonial disputes and other things, well, when they come to me, I was practicing in Supreme Court for a very long time. So by then itself, a lot of bad blood would have breeded between the parties, because they have fought a long period of litigation they have gone through, maybe 10 years or 15 years by the time they come to Supreme. So even at that stage, I still used to make an attempt to somehow counsel them to settle the issue, to say that ultimately there is no winner in this litigation, especially in matrimonial and child custody cases. I used to tell them, why didn't you think about it? You've fought for a long litigation you have gone through, but at least now, maybe, even here there's no guarantee how long it's going to take, but why didn't you just sort it out and settle the matter? There were some cases where they have settled it, even at that stage. So these are the things which I wanted to share with you all. Today's meeting, as it has started with a good note, beautiful professional dance dedicated to the Lord Ganesha by Lavanya. I'm happy to be here to share my thoughts with you all. I wish that the law teachers, play a major role in making the students ready for this social obligation, as I said, which is a very inseparable duty that is cast upon an advocate, a professional, a law professional. I would also appeal to the members of the Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, and also appeal to the members of the Bar Council of India to introduce. You see, the time that we had done law, it was a 3-year course. It was tightly packed with many subjects. We never had time to study anything about the social responsibility of a lawyer. Today, most of the law students, they are exposed to the 5-year law course. So the course is actually studied more leisurely in a longer span of time, with 2 semesters per year. One semester, maybe one subject, you can introduce this lawyer's role and his social responsibilities. In that, you can probably include the great achievements and the basic need that is there for the society to uh, nurture good and socially minded lawyers. The days of Shakespeare, when he said kill all lawyers, that, that happened in 18th century. In one of Shakespeare's Hamlets, he's written one of the things that to kill all lawyers. He says that that will get rid of major anomaly in the society. I tell you, we may be despised in some respects, but we are a necessary evil in the society. The society needs us. Today, the society cannot dispense us. Since the days that Shakespeare has said kill all lawyers, we have moved much ahead. Shakespeare said that on the personal count, he had a bad experience with one of his lawyers where he was fighting a case of plagiarism, case of piracy. He did not copy, he filed a case against somebody who copied one of his diaries. So, in that respect, he would have had some bad experience, and then he's a writer. So, and he was celebrated. So, whatever he wrote, the society believed it. But we have moved much ahead, where the role of lawyers in every democratic society has been at the forefront. They have spearheaded all the social movements and the political movements, and it has become inevitable. And again, as I said, the relation between society and the lawyer is inseparable. So, thank you all. Thank you very much. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your wisdom with us.
Now, a pivotal moment awaits us as we gather for the unveiling and launch of KLEF Pro Bono Club logo. This ceremony marks the official initiation of a noble endeavor, symbolized by the unveiling of our club's logo. Join us as we witness the birth of a commitment to justice and community service, embodied in the emblem that shall represent the heart and soul of our Pro Bono Club. Let this unveiling be a beacon of inspiration for the impactful journey that lies ahead. We now invite the chief guest, Justice Sri Gannamaneni Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, to launch the logo. Now, I request to play the AV for the digital launch of the logo. The logo is designed by a second year student, Mitesh, and it is also the AV is also made by Mitesh, and the club thanks Mitesh for the job he has done and the commitment that he has shown in designing the logo. Thank you, Mitesh.
Esteemed guests, faculty, and members of the Pro Bono Club, the time has come for a solemn commitment in a symbolic gesture of dedication and responsibility. We now stand together to take the Pro Bono oath. This oath, a pledge to uphold justice and provide legal aid to those in need, signifies the unwavering resolve of our Pro Bono Club members. Let the resonance of our shared commitment echo through this hall as we embark on this honorable journey together. We now invite Andhra Pradesh Bar Council Chairman Sri Ganta Ramarao Garu, a seasoned advocate for the underserved, to lead us in affirming the pro bono oath and emboldening our shared mission to make a meaningful impact through legal aid and unwavering commitment to justice.
I solemnly pledge to uphold principles of justice, equality, and compassion in rendering pro bono legal services. I vow to provide my skills, knowledge, and time to those in need, regardless of their financial means. I will strive to make legal assistance accessible to the undeserved and marginalized, promoting a fair and just society. My commitment extends beyond personal gain, driven by a deep sense of responsibility to contribute to the betterment of our community. With unwavering dedication, I take this oath to serve the cause of justice, guided by integrity, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to pro bono legal service. Thank you.
Now, let's shine a spotlight on a powerful tool that embodies knowledge and empowerment. The unveiling of our handbook on consumer law and role of pro bono legal services is not just an event. It's a beacon guiding us in understanding and championing justice. The handbook is not a mere pages. It's a gateway to enlightenment, providing insights into consumer rights and the pivotal role of pro bono legal services. Let's delve into this invaluable resource as it symbolizes our commitment to knowledge, advocacy, and making a meaningful impact in our community. We now invite the chief guest, Justice Sri Gandamaneni Ramakrishna Garu, to launch the handbook of the Pro Bono Club. I also request the authors of the book, Chandini ma'am, faculty in charge of the Pro Bono Club, and Hamad sir, along with the editor-in-chief, Dr. Pawan Kumar Garu, the principal of College of Law, and the student editors, Archana and Ganesh, from 4th years to join the dignitaries in the book launch. We now hand over the stage to Sir Mudassir Rasul Wani Garu, Assistant Professor, KLEF College of Law, for the next segment of our program.
Yes, advocates, Bradford. A very good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, in this moment of celebration, when we embark on a journey of accolades through words like excellent, extraordinary, outstanding, astounding, and exuberant, these are not just words, they are the beacons to illuminate the remarkable achievements in our community in the KLEF College of Law. As we step into this felicitation session, we collectively applaud the stellar contributions that have enriched the diversity of legal discipline in our KLEF College of Law, the excellence exhibited by all those people whose names I'm going to announce one by one has not only raised the bar in our college, but also become a source of inspiration for others to follow. So, with gratitude and admiration, let's commence this felicitation journey, acknowledging the extraordinary efforts that define the KLEF College of Law community. To begin with, we have a list of itineraries. The first one is for advocate mentors, and to felicitate them, I would like to request the Vice Chancellor, KL University, Dr. G. Parthasarthi Verma Garu, to felicitate the names. To begin with, first I would like to request Sri Nara Srinivas Rao Garu to come up on the stage. Next, we have Sri PSP Suresh Kumar Garu. On his behalf, Advocate Suresh Garu will receive the memento. Following him, we have Advocate Tagore Yadav Garu. The next category is for Alumni Nyaya Bandhu, and I would like to request Sri Justice G. Ramakrishna Prasad Garu to felicitate these names one by one. I'm calling on. Please make it little quick. G. Shravya, followed by Tota Ashok Kumar. If you would line up for us, please. It would be in the interest of the urgency. Kota Krishna Deepti. Meghna, SBL Meghna. Chinnam Sethi A.N. Manogna. R.M. Venkatasman. Nutlapati Mohan. M. Divya. Lokam Sai Shweta. Shivanaga Sahitya. A. Venkatasai Pranita. G. Pandu Rangareddy, A. Venkatasai Harshitha, Kota Kaushik Shashank Kumar, Next category is the Academic Excellence Awards. I would like to request Sri Ramarao Ganta Ramarao Garu, Advocate and Chairman, the Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, to felicitate in recognition of their outstanding academic accomplishments. They will be receiving well-deserved certificates of appreciation, which symbolizes their commitment towards scholarly pursuits and pursuit of knowledge. I would like to call upon the stage Papana Viswanti, Bhargavi, Portia, Lahari Venna, Kyati Priya, and Dr. Srinivas. The next category is Moot Court Excellence Awards. At KLEF College of Law, we firmly believe in the power of experiential learning, and our commitment to fostering excellence in legal education is reflected in the emphasis placed on moot court training exercises. We take great pride in not only encouraging our students to actively participate in national and international moot court competitions, but also recognizing and honoring their exemplary performances. So I would like to request first Dr. Sri K.B. Sundar Garu, Advocate and President of the Bezawara Bar Association, to facilitate these six candidates, Rupa Anjana Shri, Sheikh Akbar, and Ganesh Nanda. They have also won the Best Memorial Award in the Sparkle Moot Court competition. In the same category, we have yet another team for showing exemplary research skills in moot court competition. Alaparthi Ashrita, Sai Pranita, and Shumiri Sushmita. The next category is outstanding research achievements. In our pursuit of excellence, the KLEF College of Law recognizes the profound importance of research not only as a core cornerstone of mooting but also as significant academic activity. So the next category is to come together to acknowledge and honor those students who have gone beyond and above in their scholarly pursuit. I would like to call upon the stage first two research scholars, Mr. G. Satish Kumar and Mr. M. V. Suresh, for outstanding research work and publication. And next we have next category within the same item is seminars, conferences, publications, and content writing. I would request them to make it quick. Shri Ashish Reddy, Krishna Nikita, Gutta Nikita, Sheikh Tabassum for exemplary publications, and Raja Rajeshwari Saujanya for her contribution towards legal and fictional writing and literature creative blogs. Next category is Excellence in Co-Curricular and Beyond Award. We firmly believe at KLEF in fostering holistic development through a 360-degree program approach that extends beyond academic realm. So we have a list of students: Nikhil Kumar, Leela Venkatasai Charan, Riyaz Sheikh for project designing, K. Sumashri and Wantedo Akshada for anchoring, V. Vaishnavi and Sayyid Arshil in the same category for showing exemplary skills in anchoring. Mitesh Visham Sethi for filmmaking, animation, and other works. Lakshmi Prasanti for creative designing. And J.C. Raghav. Next is the NCC category for Shanmukhi Jonadula, who has achieved notable success at the 10th Andhra Girls Battalion, securing second position in gun firing and first prize in dance. Additionally, she has emerged triumphant in group dance during the national camp Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat at Vignan College, clinching the coveted first prize. The penultimate category is sports and games, where I request Anusha for Kho-Kho, Koka Vinil for basketball, and P. Hemashri for handball. Now I would like to request Dr. Kishore Babu sir, Dean, MH and International Relations to take the proceedings further.
Yeah, Honorable Sri V. Ramakrishna Basa Garu, Honorable Judge, High Court today, and also esteemed judges on the dais of dais. I wish to take this opportunity to present an award to our well-wisher and very close associate and a visiting closely to KL University for his wonderful contribution and connecting four countries students who are dire need of education. And he is instrumental in connecting Congo, Cameroon, Gambia, and Ghana. Those students will come to KL University, go hand in hand with students to learn and again explore in their careers. On this occasion, thank you so much for according permission to present an award to Muhammad Salahu. We are presenting on behalf of KL University Dr. Nelson Mandela, Professor of Leadership and Education Global Excellence Award 2024 to Dr. Muhammad Salahu. Thank you so much for accepting. Yeah, please come on to that. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, be seated, sir. I just want to, for the benefit of all audience, I want to read out the citation of Dr. Salahu Mahmouda. Dr. Mahmouda Salahu is the founder of and director of European Center for Leadership, president and co-founder of Jagora University in Senegal, professor of leadership at Schema Executive MBA program, Schema Business School, France. And he is a professor of leadership, lean healthcare, international business at the University of Lille. He is the founder of Jagora University, Cameroon, Africa as well. His journey started from a little town streets of Cameroon in those dusty alleys ran from skinny, improved shed and barefoot kid whose story you are reading now is he had the big dreams, perseverance, talent, ambition which make up any success story. Africa gave him life and foundation as a human being. Europe gave him know-how, the pragmatism. Notice how in what has just been said, two notions which has stereotypically portrayed as being unequal complement one another, seamlessly, powerfully. He has dedicated himself to make the cultural contrast between Africa and Europe. For him, he has succeeded at creating a unique standpoint and leadership style with a proactive mindset. In a world where there is no such noise, he exemplified and exalted many of how such should think, feel, act to be a leader. As a popular leadership coach and trainer, in his mind's eye, meaningful leadership is an outcome of authenticity, truthfulness, therefore, a leadership coach. Your humanity, your values, and yourself, his guidance, motivation led many of the world witnessed into immense capabilities optimizing the creative power of human mind. To add to it, he is the creator and again the advisor of Boeing, one of world-renowned aircrafts. He is the trainer for entire crew and again right from pin to point. And of course, He has been teaching students of BBA and MBA for last 2.5 years and close also to KL and contributing a lot. And in addition to that, he is instrumental in connecting 4 countries together and got approval for KL University, only KL University, to be approved by the Central African countries for training and enhancing their careers. With these few narrations, I thank honorable judges for according permission for the speaking award. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Principal KLEF College of Law, Dr. K.I. Kumar, sir, to come on the dais and take the proceedings further. Felicitate the faculty.
Quickly, we wanted to take this occasion to felicitate, honor, and express our gratitude and thanks to the faculty members. But for them, the college would not have grown to this level and stage. Now I request Dr. Sailaja, Madam Dr. Sailaja, to come onto the dais quickly. She is being recognized for her outstanding contribution and leadership as a professor in charge for exams, as well as for her publications in various national and international journals. I also request Dr. Kamsai Garu, Associate Professor. The certificate of recognition is offered to him for his outstanding contribution and leadership as a Chairman RPAC to KLEF College of Law. I request Madam Vijay Sudha, Assistant Professor and Head of the Department, for her exemplary leadership as Head of the Law College. I request Madam Mautishi Thakur, Assistant Professor and Deputy HOD, for her exemplary leadership in managing the College of Law. Big round of applause, please. I request Dr. G. Vinodini Devi, Assistant Professor, for her contribution in co-curricular activities and also constantly engaging students through industry connect lectures. I request Madam Chandini Chaudhary, Assistant Professor. She is the one who has initiated Pro Bono Club, but for her constant efforts, perhaps this event would not have taken the shape. I also request Mudassar Rasool, Assistant Professor, for his outstanding contribution as a moot court trainer. The day he is inducted to the College of Law, he has always been 24/7 with the students in guiding them, motivating them, and participate in national, international moot court competitions. We request him to continue his services with the same enthusiasm further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. The next item is exemplary office services rendered by 2 people who are all vital to maintain a continuity in the office. I would like to request for Best Librarian, Mr. Anil Kumar, and for being an exemplary office assistant, Miss N. Lalita Kumari. Thank you everyone for your patience. Before we part with, I would like to request Dr. Kamsai Garu for presenting the vote of thanks.
It's my pleasure and privilege to extend a hearty vote of thanks, a sense of gratitude on behalf of KLEF Timutu University, in particular KLEF College of Law, to the Honorable Chief Guest, His Lordship G. Ramakrishna Prasad Garu, Judge in the Office of High Court of the State of Andhra Pradesh. Milord, we are very much grateful to you. Your presence today with all your enlightening, inspiring, and motivative message to the budding lawyers and the entire members of the noble profession reminded them appropriately the role, responsibility of the lawyers as the social engineers, as we call it. The time constraint doesn't permit me to elaborate further. Once again, I thank His Lordship for gracing this occasion despite his many other judicial uh, uh, preoccupations. I also take this opportunity to express our deep sense of gratitude to our esteemed chairperson, Engineer Konir Satyanagaru, in absentia, who has been always a constant source of guidance and inspiration, who always supported by every sort of cooperation whenever and whatever we sought in the pursuit of industry connect and social object-based activities. We thank you, our esteemed chairman sir, in absentia. I also take it as a privilege to extend my gratitude on behalf of KLEF College of Law to our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Partharthi Verma Garu, who always stands with us, extends his support. Sir, we are very grateful to you for assuring us the best cooperation in the future activities of our law college. And also, I thank you for reposing your confidence in the efforts of our KLEF College of Law. We thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to Sri K. Balasundar Garu, the President Bezawada Bar Association, for reminding, yes, sir, for laying emphasis on the social responsibility of the lawyer. I should also express my deep sense of gratitude Sri Kanta Ramarao Garu, the senior advocate of AP High Court, at the same time the chairman Bar Council of the state of Andhra Pradesh, for highlighting the genesis of the pro bono, the cardinal object of the pro bono. Despite his other personal obligations, he has made it a point to visit, to come over all the way from his play venue to hear and enlighten the gathering. I take this opportunity also to thank various bar presidents who have graced the occasion. I should also thank our beloved registrar, Dr. K. Subbarao Garu. Despite his academic and administrative preoccupations, he has come over here and had attracted the gathering by his enlightening and encouraging words. I also thank our beloved HOD Madam, Mrs. G. Vijayasudha Madam, and our principal, Dr. K.I. Pawan Kumar Garu, and also my staff, my brother faculty members, administrative staff. But I should also highlight here my sister faculty, Chandini Chaudhary, are but for whose efforts, initiative, we would not have got this privilege of KLEF College of Law being the sole educational private institution in getting this pro bono club. Thank you. I appreciate you, my sister Chandini Chaudhary. And if by chance I could not mention the names of anyone from the bottom of my heart, I express my deep sense of gratitude to one and all. Thank you all. Jai Hind for giving this opportunity.
Guys, the program ends here. You may disperse.